Hi, I'm Lauren Annie, and I'm here for Hatch at Harbourfront Center with Jean Wong from Eventual Ashes, and we're going to talk about her project, which is in week 3 of Hatch this season. Jean, thanks for being here.
Oh, my pleasure.
Just to start off, can you tell us a bit about what 9 Loons is?
Okay, so 9 Loons is all about actually what we see behind us. It's about condos, construction, development, and what it means for our city and us living here right now and in the future.
What are some of the things that were the impetus, like the starting point for this piece for you? What inspired this piece?
Oh, 2 main things. Well, first of all, Toronto is actually the #1 city in the world right now with the most number of condos going up, and that's staggering when you think about other cities and construction and density at other places. We're actually #1, and the lead is actually growing year by year. So we're becoming even more of a #1 every year. So that's one major thing, and the other major thing for me is because my parents are from Hong Kong, and I have lots of family over there, and of course that's a city with tons of density, and the construction boom there's already happened. So it makes me think about how people live in tight spaces. That's always been something that's been in my head for a long time. So those are the 2 kind of major inspirations.
And what are some of the ways that you're exploring that in the theater space during your Hatch Week?
There's a couple things we're doing and we're going to play with. I think the most prominent one when you come to see the show is that our set is actually a whole series of boxes that can represent different things. They represent the skyline, they represent small sort of living quarters, and there's a range of them. Some of them are really small, like 1 foot by 1 foot. Some of them are 10 feet high by 4 feet, and we play with those boxes and move them around, almost like they're Lego, rearranging them throughout the piece. And what we play with as well is sort of the idea of how people enter and exit spaces, as well as something else we're going to look at, and the physicality of all that sort of thing.
Are you going into this process with a particular point of view on condo development?
I think a lot of people assume I have a very strong opinion about condos. And actually, what's interesting to me is I think what I really want to explore is sort of a multitude of views about condos. Not just my view, but what you think, what people watching this video think, what people living in these buildings think. And that's something I think is really important to do, is to show sort of all the different sides of condos, the good, the bad, the potentials. And what we're doing actually to help facilitate that process is we're actually conducting interviews with people who live in these condo buildings, and those interviews are going to be used in the piece. People's voices, video footage is actually going to be incorporated in it, so that the piece actually reflects more what sort of the vibe of the city is.
Okay, so if someone wants to see the final presentation of your piece, to see the culmination of the work that you've been doing in the studio theater all week, how would they do that?
Well, what they would do is they'd come down to Harbourfront Center on April 27th at 8 p.m. That's when the show starts. But what I'll do is I'll let you in on a little secret. Yes, a little secret. If you come at 7:30, we'll actually have a little surprise for everyone, a little something special that you'll get to witness, and that'll go on from 7:30 to 8 p.m.
Okay, that sounds great. I'm looking forward to it and hope we'll see you there.